Alright. Testing this out. The microphone works. Alright. Let's see. Chat overlay. Believe is up and running. Yep. Alright. Hello, and we are back with Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Yesterday there was an advertisement that there were new cards coming out. Or not yesterday, like days ago. Anyway, now I'm here. I want to check out the new selection pack and see what's available. As soon as the game actually loads, I'll get started on that. Now, what do we got? Any second. Alright. Notice the sales vortex of magic discontinued. Due to the release of a new structure deck centered around the use of Dark Magician cards, sales following product will be discontinued. Vortex of Magic. Okay. Cards included in the new structure deck. Dark Magician, Magician Souls, Illusion of Chaos, Soul Servant, Dark Magicians, etc. I believe I already got most of these, so it's fine. New Secret Pack, Darkest Magics. Removed, obviously, almost every card that was included in the structure deck. Because they should. There's no point in trying to pull these cards from a pack and then, you know, you can just get them from a structure pack. Alright, what else we got? Large quantity of Triple Tactics talent is now underway. Announcing the winners. Several single hits. No triple hits, no double hits. Yeah, because obviously there's no way to actually get that. I'm guessing the right monster between all monsters in the game is between a pool of 3 cards is next to impossible. Alright. New accessories. Miracle Raven. An icon depicting Ritual Raven being worshipped, it remains unaware of what is to come. Protector of DDDD Dimensional King Arc Crisis. Protector is depicting a supreme king that rules over all fiends, for those who conquer even other dimensions. Cool. Megalith, Anastasis. Huh. I see nothing. It's probably loading. There it is. A portal beneath the mysterious stone giant, the Megalith. It is from this portal that a new Megalith is born. Okay. Just another statue. Alright. New secret pack is here. Blazing Vitality. It's just the Metamorph cards and the Flame Swordsman cards. The main thing I could get from this that I don't already have is this guy. Flame Tongue the Burning Blade. Looks really cool. Only 1400 attack, but yeah. Face-up spell traps you control cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects. You can target one of your banished fire monsters to your hand, but you cannot activate cards or effects of cards with the same name. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. Alright, moving on to the next. We've got new selection pack. Apical Predators is here. We already saw this. But now we can see all the cards added into the shop. And then a collection bundle. Okay, hold on. Alright, we got... hold on a sec. Okay. Okay. Damn. I had a frog in my throat. Alright. Let's see. This usually happens when I just wake up. Alright. So, collection pack, or collector's file. Collector's file depicting yummy looking monsters in a scrumptiously silly world. It is said that when the yummies have gathered, the scrumptiously silly doors shall shine brightly. This looks freaky as hell. Okay, moving on. They have a coin. Teeth is sweets loving, tummy yummy snatchy. Scrumpy face shines brightly. It sure does. Is it worth it? The sweets loving yummy snatchy. Snatch up all the yummy looking monsters who live in a scrumptiously silly world. Aha. Okay. Lollipo Yummy Way? What? See, Lollipo Yummy celebrating the arrival of Yummy Snatchy. Snatch up the yummy looking monsters while they make merry. Like, you mean they're not aware they're about to be eaten? The hell? That's pretty dark. Okay, the next protectors. Protectors depicting Yummy Snatchy making a catch for those craving something yummy. Well, it's quite consistent, isn't it? And then there's more. Damn, there's a lot here. Icon depicting scrumptiously silly monsters born from darkness. Apparently, they wear sweets on their heads because it brings them joy. Okay. A base, yummy. A stand, well, whenever the screen loads. A stand inspired by a scrumptiously silly world and yummy looking monsters. Yummies. Scrumptiously silly monsters born from darkness. How does that work? Considering what usually comes out from darkness, it's like, how does that work? It's clearly not licorice. Licorice is, yeah. Alright. Let's see, and what is this? A card case depicting an image from the games shown in Yum Yum Yummies. Perfect for delicious decks. I feel like they got really lazy with the names. Or they just don't care. But that aside, let's check out the store and see what cards I have. Alright, so the few packs have obviously have gone away. We have lost the cards from the whole Snake Eyes and Diabelle story. The new Veils cards, the Dragon Maid cards, and the Odeon cards. Oh wait, no. The Odeon cards are here. Oh, the BES cards. Yeah, I wasn't gonna miss those. I got a majority of them anyway, so it's fine. Alright. Moving on. Oh. What is everything we actually got here? First things first, I'm gonna make sure it shows me the new cards only. Alright, we already saw this. We already saw this. And this. And this. And this is new. Okay. Miracle Raven. Once per turn, during your main phase, you can ritual summon this card by tributing monsters from your hand or field. Level equals or exceeds 1. Okay. You can ritual summon this card with Miracle Raven. Must be ritual summoned this turn. Must be ritual summoned. This ritual summon card is unaffected by your opponent's activated effects. If you ritual summon exactly one ritual monster with a card effect that requires use of monsters, this card you control can be used as the entire tribute. That's perfectly fine. It doesn't even say this card needs to be ritual summoned from the hand. However, if you keep summoning it from the field, it'll just keep going. Wait, hold on. If this card is tributed for a ritual summon, you can add one ritual monster from your deck to your hand. Okay. There's no reason for me to use its pendulum effect. I could just, well, yeah, I could just ritual summon this by tributing it from the hand. It doesn't say anything about how it needs to be tributed from the field for any of these effects to trigger. So that's all a bust, but you know, that doesn't matter. The part that matters is the fact that this can be used for any ritual, and then when I'm finished using it, I can immediately add another ritual monster from my deck to my hand, which could just be another copy of Miracle Raven. It doesn't say except for itself. This is pretty good. Yeah, it deserves the whole being a UR card. This is really good. Alright, moving on. Cups of Yummy. Okay. If you control a Link 1 monster or a level 2 Synchro, you can special summon this from the hand. Okay. If normal or special summon, add a Yummy card from the deck to your hand, except for itself. Or if this card was special summoned by the effect of a Synchro, you can draw a card instead. Is there a reason I would want to draw instead of just searching the deck? Okay. I guess if like the opponent uses Droll and Lockbird or something, I would want to use the draw a card effect instead. That's about it. Cookie Yummy. Alright, so Cupsy. Alright, what's the cookie do? Control Link. Okay, so they all have that first effect. Only special summon once per turn this way, okay. Then target one monster the opponent controls, it loses 1,000 attack. Or if summoned by a synchro monster, just destroy it. Okay. Marshmallow immediately was already banned. Let's see. Yeah, I already read this. Search is a continuous spell or trap. Or a field spell. Okay, DD Count Surveyor. Is this we're still on new cards? Yep, still on new cards. Hey, Tormented Salad. I'm just checking out the new cards that came out. Alright, what's Count Surveyor do here? Discard one other DD monster and then special summon this. Okay, it's an easy level 8. That's fine. I found out something weird about Hearthstone. Weird. Isn't the whole point of Hearthstone that it's weird? With the whole randomness and having a bunch of cards from different games and whatnot? They have a card with infinite attack. Okay. I mean, there's a lot of games that have something like that. In Yu-Gi-Oh! They kind of just offset it by saying, when this card deals damage, you win the duel. Which is supposed to be symbolic of having infinite attack. A legendary from the last set is a 9 mana 8/8. Well, 8/8 isn't infinity, but okay. I guess if you put the 8 sideways, you have infinity there. So if that's what you're going for. Last I checked, Hearthstone doesn't have a defense position though. But I'll shut up now and let you actually explain how we get an 8/8 and turn it from that to infinity. If it's a legendary, it's gonna do something busted. This is me shutting up. I didn't mute myself though. Oh, never mind. I get it. The whole Tormented Side's typing out the whole process. Which means it's going to take him a bit. Oh. Okay, done that. Huh? Oh. Done what? Ah, there it is. Okay. So he's got a battle cry that says at the start of your next turn, set this card's attack to infinity. That'll do it. So it does have a defense position. Okay. Okay. The big... Huh. So the real trick would be to summon it and get it to survive the turn. Because if the opponent plays anything that just says destroy enemy unit, then it's gone. And Hearthstone's card pool is really just Warcraft. Let's see. The Gaming Hub is ready for the Master Duel Overlord Yummy. No. I like Overlords. Like, you have to keep... We're gonna make it canon. It's Overlords. Look at these guys. They're not over anything. So, Overlords it is. It's canon now. There's a mini set that introduced StarCraft cards, but that's just it. Oh, okay. I'm not... Alright, so, from what I saw from the Yummy cards, I haven't seen enough to make me say... This is busted. It's annoying. It's definitely annoying. But it's not busted yet. I have to see more of what they have to offer. So far, I'm like really enjoying looking at the DD cards. So we got an easy level 8 special summon. When summoned, add a DD monster with 0 attack or defense from deck to hand. That's really good. Okay. So that's going to be abusable. And it says attack or defense, so there's a lot of cards that this can grab. Legendary that has affinity attack. It's really quite silly. Yeah. Like, it needs to stay on the field for a full turn. Like, unless there's anything giving it protection, it's not silly, it's just a gamble. I'll lure each color dragon. It's a different domain. Oh, so it's a dragon. This dragon is govern time. Teddy bear, welcome back. Is there anyone here that's happy about the Sulfur Court support? I never played Sulfur Court mostly because a lot of Pendulum decks, they're not as bad as me trying to figure out synchros, but really complex to me. Him. Oh, they just came out, so a lot of people don't know how to play the deck yet. The deck will take over the meta, trust me. With all the pre-hits. Sulfur Court. Hey, if you want an archetype that almost no one plays, Steel Swarm. Steel Swarm is the most, like, abandoned archetype in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! There's a lot of people who will try to make any old deck work, or old archetype work, but no one touches Steel Swarm. At all. I mean it. Like, good luck trying to be the one to prove me wrong. You will look at it and you'll say, nope. You'll be looking at those Sulfur Court cards like, hey, what's up? And the legendary minion of Morazond, which is the corrupted future version of the leader of the Bronze Dragons, finds out, he dies and goes insane. Yeah, that'll do it. It's because Steel Swarm is ass. Well, Sulfur Court isn't. So yes, people will play Sulfur Court over Steel Swarm. And Sulfur Court is going to be good just because it's Pendulum. And there's a lot of good, like, generic Pendulum support. But even though Steel Swarm is Fiends, there's still nothing really that's going to help it look good. Because Steel Swarm is focused around Tribute Summon. And if you're focusing on making Tribute Summons look good, you're better off just playing Monarchs. And that's why Steel Swarm is just abandoned. Sulfur Court is also women. There's a fan base for that. There is a fan base for women. A lot of people who play Yu-Gi-Oh! Like women. There's nothing wrong with that. We support that. I have a better chance of winning with a bunch of vanilla monsters with Steel Swarm deck. That's because Primites came out. Oh, and like some Tenyi cards support normal monsters and because they're non-effect cards too. So when you have normal monsters, you can use there's a counter trap that's like an Omni Negate that Tenyi use. So yeah, you can actually make normal monsters look really good nowadays. But Steel Swarm, nah. You play Steel Swarm because you want to like belittle the opponent. You just make, like, there was a deck when people would use with a level 5 normal monster. It was a spellcaster. It's supposed to be the weakest card in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Had a weakest stat line for a level 5 monster, but it was a dark spellcaster. So people would use it with stuff like the Secret Village field spell, just to make people struggle. It was pretty funny, honestly. Rather play Magic Key over Steel Swarm. Magic Key, I wouldn't mind Magic Key if if the main character just didn't look so annoying. He looks like a preppy, uppity, like, main character that you really want to punch in the face. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. Like, several of the monster forms and the guns look cool. It's just the main character. Alright, let's see. Including Primite and Tenyi in this scenario. Okay, if you're not including Primite and Tenyi, then you could still include the Dragoons of Draconia, which support a lot of normal monsters as well. Bunch of vanilla monsters sounds like Steel Swarm. Like, it's more than a guy. Yeah, Medius, yeah, honestly, you're right. I don't see anything wrong with Medius at all yet. Because he doesn't look like he's trying to be, I guess, like the world is going to fall into his lap. He looks like he's got the world on his shoulders. And he's not happy with it. I'm fine with the ones who take the situation they're in seriously. Anyway, let me go. Keep reading this. Alright, so it searches, it summons itself, and what else? Honestly, because it searches, Count Surveyor actually replaces whatever monster you discard. So you're not really losing out. And since there's DD monsters that have graveyard effects, that's even better. And as for its pendulum effect, if you pendulum summon a DDD monster, good luck. That means, hold on, there's not really a lot of triple D monsters you would run in the main deck. Give me a moment. I gotta check this. How many monsters would you pendulum summon? No one's running this. King Dragon, no. Supreme King Kaiser, maybe. I would be the one to try to use that. How many cards is Surveyor going to summon? Another triple D card. There's gotta be some, like a pendulum monster then. Nope, dog. Okay, here we go. Rebel King Leonidas. The best middle finger to all burn decks that ever came out. It's at least decent with Fiendsmith. Yeah, it works with other decks. I don't mind the arc, like how Magic Keys function. I'm fine with. It's just the main character. It just looks so obnoxious. Okay, this is bad. Really? Shows Medius is not afraid to take a hit for a friend. Yeah. The 2026 event. Sure, the only good one is the one above the fusion. Then no, if they want to summon them. Alright. Chaos King. Alright, so yeah, right now I'm just trying to see how many targets. It's like if you pendulum summon a DDD monster, target 3 monsters the opponent controls with the same type or attribute as each other. Tribute 2 of those 3 face-up monsters, and if you do, the third gains attack and defense equal to the total attack and defense monsters had on the field. That's fine. That's all fine and good. It's just how many options do we have here? Leonidas, Chaos King. Okay, here we go. Super Sight King Zero Maxwell. That one's new to me. Okay. We have Doom King Armageddon, although the base form is kind of meh. Oblivion King Abyss Ragnarok. Just because of the name, I would run this. I don't remember his effect, but I remember it, like people used this. Not sure if it was out of necessity or not, though. Vice King Requiem. I don't remember this card. Zero Doom Queen Machinex. Oh, they finally have a queen. Okay. Destiny King Zero Laplas. It's a level 10, so good luck pendulum summoning this. His scale is 1, so Surveyor is going. So Surveyor would be the low scale. Oh, hello, Yellowish. This king was played quite a bit in Yubelin Unchained, so there's hope for it. All right. Go DDD Divine King Zero Rage. Well, with my username, I would use it. It's zero attack though. All right, so zero scale. Level 10. So what? I need a scale 11 or higher for any of this to even be possible. What are we working with here? Scale 9, too low. 1, 3, 1. What the hell? Is this even possible? Level 8. Alright, so there's 2 monsters so far. Leonidas is a target. Oh. Hello, Kitty-san. I think it had a good scale effect, though. Be longer. Right. Oh, hold on, guys. Ad's about to start in like 20 seconds. Hold on. We're gonna Alt-Tab. Put the snooze on this for 5 minutes. I can't snooze it? Oh, shit. I already used it yesterday. Why can't I should be like per stream. I don't know if you guys can hear me now. Crap. This managing these freaking ads is kind of throwing me off. I can. Okay, sweet. All right. Just from Surveyor alone, I'm still checking out all these DDD monster targets. But right now, it's looking like unless I have a scale 11, I'm not going to be able to summon most of these. So, 8, 1, 6, 8. What the hell? A scale 10, but we need 11. Need a scale 11. Okay, then how would DD Scale Surveyor be able to pendulum summon the DDD monsters? Or not Surveyor, sorry. Count Surveyor. The grown-up version of it. You seen the new extra deck DDD monsters? No, I have not. I think modern DDD even play Surveyor here, but could be wrong. This king was only played in Bell Unchained because it could make Zeus without committing a normal summon. I mean, that's a really good reason to run it. Count special itself by discarding a DD. Yeah, I'm looking at its pendulum effect, talking about how it can be used to when you pendulum summon like a DDD monster, and it's like the only way I'm seeing that work is, you know, the main deck ones. And then I'm not seeing anyone who hits the scale actually do that. Most of the main DD is level 8. Dude, okay. So far I'm seeing like all the ones that can be put in the main deck that aren't level, you know, level 8. But okay. We've got 2 level 7s. Leonidas. Okay, 4 level 7s. Super Sight King, so 5. Level 8 Armageddon. Alright, so that's another target. Alright, there's a lot of targets. Alright, no, we're good. We're good. We're good. There's plenty of level 7 and 8 targets for Count Surveyor to get after. Okay. Moving on. So, Count Surveyor's good. Moving on to the Doom Queen Machinex. Because, yeah. Because, okay. DDD is scale 13. True. Don't use the Count Surveyor Pinch effect. Zero King is the best target for Queen. Wait, what does Queen do? If face up DDD or Dark Contract you control except for herself is destroyed while this card is face up in your extra deck. Even during the damage stat, damn. You can special summon this card, then destroy one card on the field. The fact that it works in the damage step is incredible. Alright. If this card in the monster zone is destroyed, you can place this in the pendulum zone. Okay. No king. It's the target. Pendulum effect is mainly to use. Okay. During main phase, if this card is activated, you can place one Dark Contract, continue spell, or trap from the deck face up. Oh! Yeah, that'll do it. That is awesome. Yeah. All right. So, and thus, we have finally found the power creep for Savant Kepler. I am not going to bother normal summoning this if I can use the Queen. He's in love. Nah, I don't use the word love loosely. But she's great. One of the worst things I had to deal with playing the DD archetype, the physical copy. I had the physical deck. I didn't have this in Master Duel. Is every time I would normal summon this, like I would be stuck with either it getting negated and then be trapped with a 0 attack monster that would get me punched in the face essentially, and it really sucked. Queen can special Kepler, so then I could summon him in defense mode and not have to deal with his annoying low stats. This is great. This is wonderful power creep. Alright, yeah. I'll take it. Yeah, she is a 0 scale. Okay. What else we got that's new? Yummy Surprise. Okay. Activate one of these effects. Okay, so I've seen Sulfur Court cards like that. Alright, target 2 light beasts you control and 2 cards your opponent controls, return them to the hand. Yeah. Just a double compulse. Sure. Use Cop to send Lancer. It's sad DDD got all this great new support, but will be overshadowed by Yummy. Yeah, that's how it goes. All right, who is Cop? What do you mean by that? Sorry, I'm not sure who you refer to when you use abbreviations for certain monsters. That level 4, that foolish. Alright, well this is Lance. Target a DD monster you control. Increase its level number of dark contracts. If this card is in your grave, target a dark contract you control. Destroy it, and if you do, special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. I mean, okay, but it's a tuner, so. Graveyard effect mainly, that's perfectly fine. Any way to cheat out getting to use your dark contracts and then not have to pay the life point cost later is perfectly fine. Alright, this is good. But where's the cop? What were you referring to with that? The new synchro is level 6. Oh, okay. If it's synchro, I can probably just find it by scrolling down. Here we go. This one, right? Clovis. Are they all on the throne now? Okay. Yes. Okay. First King Clovis. If this card is synchro summoned, target one of your banished DD monster. Lancer. Yeah. Okay. Or a dark contract card, or if a dark contract card is on the field, target one card engraved instead. Special summon. If this card is banished, you can use this effect. If your DD monster attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing damage. You just use this whenever it's banished, or when. So as long as this is banished, you can just give a DD monster piercing? What? DD with 0/0 stats. The other with 0/0 stats. Not him. I would need the name. It's a rare. Alright, the rarity actually makes it easier. First one down. Alright. First one down, so no. The defense soldier? No, you said 0/0 stats. That has 1900 defense. I don't know. Alright, screw it. I'll just look at all of them. One of them's gotta have 0/0 stats. Defense. Savant Copernicus. Oh, cop. Okay. Yep, that's the one. Alright, what does this do when special summon? Send a DD or dark contract from deck or grave. From deck to the grave. Okay. Yep. Yep. Nobody uses this thing's pendulum effect either. Free level 6 synchro now. That works perfectly fine with me. Okay. Now, without getting distracted, I still want to check out all the new cards. So, going back to this, special summon one Yummy from hand or grave, but it cannot attack directly. Do any of these have high attack to worry about attacking directly? 1000, 600, 600, 1600, 1200. None of these look like they care about not being able to attack directly. It's such a dumb restriction. This is good. Alexander, read the field spells. Let's see, return a field spell from face of field or grave to hand. Then place one Yummy field spell. Yeah, right. Alright. So I need the context of the field spells first. We have two field spells. Alright. Amusement Mignon? No? What? I don't know how to properly pronounce that. Yummy monsters gain 500 attack for each life beast. Oh, fuck me. That'll do it. Shit. And they swarm the field, so that's not hard to do. Okay. Well, that'll do it. So yummy monsters can get pretty big. That isn't the worst part. If you control a Link 1 monster, target one level 1 yummy monster in the grave, special summon it. If this card is in your grave, target 2 yummy monsters in your grave and or banishment. Place this card and them on the bottom of the deck in any order. Fuck you. Alright. Whatever. I'm sorry, but that's so obnoxious. Oh no, this is Sofa Court. Wrong one. Go back here. Here. We're checking out the next one. Amusement Park. Or Yummy Amusement. Acro Quay. Alright. Lair of Darkness may be useful. I mean, I would use Lair of Darkness with DDs, but this seems like it uses its own thing. If you synchro summon a light beast synchro monster, you can target one card your opponent controls, destroy it. That's good, but that doesn't break the game to me. Alright. If a face-up monster you control leaves the field by an opponent's card effect, you can special summon a yummy monster from the deck. Okay. Again, good, not busted yet. If this card is in your grave, target 2 yummy monsters in your grave and or banishment. Place this card and them on the bottom of the deck. That still makes me want to say fuck you. I really hate that recursion bonus. The synchros are scary. I'll have to look at them in detail. Give me a moment. Alright, so this lets you get a field spell easy enough. But Sulfur Core. Happiness. I already looked at this earlier. Megalith Anastasis. Discard a card. Add 2 Megalith monsters. Level 4 and level 8 or higher. From deck to hand. Sure. Once per turn, if you ritual summon a Megalith monster, activate one of these effects. Draw 2 cards, discard 1, or tribute 1 monster the opponent controls. That's such a troll. Fuck. Alright, so if you run it, so every time you run into people who, since it says tribute 1 monster, you can choose what to get rid of. This is nice. Alright, what's going on? Let's see. Useful to counter the high attack, I mean. Scary. What makes the deck good is that they can use Link 1 monsters as tuners to summon their synchros. So even cards like Nib won't stop them if they play Link Spider in the extra. And they can, of course, easily splash in Mitsurugi in the deck. I thought Link Spider needed a normal monster in order to summon itself. I mean, I haven't used that card in a long time, so I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it needs normal monsters. Use the Nib token. Oh. Fair enough. I thought Nib was considered, the effect was Like, its attack is equal to every monster that was sent to the grave, and that was his effect. Like, if you negated the Nib token's effect, it would go to 0 attack, 0 defense. Nah, whatever. I guess I read the card. I could have read the card wrong. I think this is a really good card to add to Megaliths. It's not a quick play card, so it's not breaking the game. Old card, new card. DDD, Sky King Zeus Ragnarok. Look at this guy. He's on top of the world. Alright. What do you do? Link 3, 2 more DD monsters. Target a DD or Dark Contract you control, destroy it. Also during the main phase, you can conduct one pendulum summon of a DD monster in addition to, or of DD monster or monsters in addition to your pendulum summon. You can only use this effect once per turn. So you pendulum summon 3 monsters, summon this, and then pendulum summon those same 3 monsters that were used to make this back to the field. Got it. It's just a free body. Oh wait, what's going on? It's kind of as normal. You tribute all monsters and your opponent gets a token equal to the attack and defense of the monsters tributed. But since the tokens are considered normal monsters, it's it for the summon of Link Spider. Alright. And then you can use that same token to just keep things, that same Link Spider to keep the plays going with the yummy cards. Alright. Second effect of Zeus. Oh, okay, hold on. When your opponent activates a monster effect in the hand, you can banish one DD monster or Dark Contract from your grave, negate the activation. Beautiful. I am perfectly fine with always having a new Omni Negate card. Because last I checked, DD monsters don't... There's like a few negates that the DD archetype has, but there's not a lot. Alright. So far so good. And then we have Wise King Solomon. Sure you are. Fuck, these guys look awesome. It's a shame he only has 1800 attack, but he looks awesome. I always hate it when cards look more powerful than they are. 1800 attack, 2500 defense. He's looking like he can take on the world. He'll get run over by a berserk gorilla. That's really sad. Alright. Zeus effect. Hand traps. Good. Alright, what else we got? Alright, 2 level 4s. Detach one material. Add a DD card from deck to hand. Okay. This card is banished. You can target one DD effect monster you control. That effect monster gains this effect until the end of the turn. So it's meant to die. It knows it's meant to die. Alright. If this card destroys a monster by battle, inflict damage to your opponent with the monster's original attack. Got it. We rank him Pete Tell. I don't get it. Oh, we rank him up. To Tell. Alright, so he's a Dark Fiend, so what are you ranking him up to? Marksman King Tell. Okay. You can also exceed summon this using a rank 4 DDD. Okay, yeah. Once per turn, if you took any effect damage, good luck. Detach one material from this card. Then target one face-up monster on the field. Loses 1,000 attack and defense. And if it does, inflict 1,000 damage to the opponent. This graveyard effect is not once per turn. Wait, what? What? Hold on. If this card is banished, it's a banish effect, not a grave effect, but okay. This card is banished. Target one DD monster. Gains this effect till end of turn. No, it says you can only use each effect once per turn. Oh, King Tails. Let me go back. Let's see here. It says once per turn. Once per turn, if you took battle damage, detach. Yeah, this is once per turn. This card is sent to the grave. Field to the grave. Send one DD or Dark Contract from deck to grave. Okay, that effect isn't once per turn. So if you keep reviving and tossing them in the grave, you can load up your graveyard however you want. That's pretty good. I'm not sure how to abuse it personally, but yeah. Alright, we got the Star Ham. Doesn't look like it's a yummy card, but it's a light beast. This looks like a cross between Watts and something else. Not sure. If Synchro Summoned, discard a card, special summon one monster from the grave that was used as material for this Synchro Summon. And if you do, it is treated as a tuner. Sure. If this card is in your graveyard, you discard 2 cards, special summon this, but banish it when it leaves the field. Okay, I guess. Alright, moving on to the next new card. Megalith Fulak. Looks a little convoluted, but okay. See, ritual summon this card with a Megalith. Oh, they all have that effect. Cannot activate the following effects of Megalith Fulak in the same chain. If ritual summon, add a Megalith card from grave to hand. Okay. During main phase, quick effect. You can activate this effect. Ritual summon a Megalith monster from your graveyard by tributing monsters from your hand or field. Okay. Sure. Whatever. Moving on. Alright, Lolipo Yummy. Let's see, they all have this special summon effect. If this card is no more special summon, target a card in the opponent's grave, shuffle it into the deck. Or if summoned by a synchro monster, banish that card instead. Sure. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, and I'm back. Now, what's going on? New level 6 fusion is fun. Tell. Why does Konami keep giving Menace archetypes such cute artwork? To hide the fact that they know the face of evil is truly everything that looks cute. Look at this. It even has a little watermark in the corner. Is that their way of finally, like, are they branding? Or did the artists really want to make sure they had got credited for their work? Anyway, graveyard interruptions is always good. And we scroll down straight to the next new card. Sulfur Court Primoa. Considering nobody really plays. Sulfur Court. We'll skim it. Let's see, but summon. Target card in the pendulum zone. Okay, whatever. The yummy main deck monsters are prizes you pull from a claw machine. The opponent suffers for it. Yes. When you have Sulfur Court cards in both the pendulum zones, even scale, activate the effects. Sulfur Court cards cannot be negated. That's pretty good. Let's see. If no more special summon, add a Sulfur Court card from deck to hand. If you link summon a Sulfur Court monster, add a Sulfur Court card from your face-up, extra deck, or grave to your hand. Okay. It's like it tries to do everything the archetype needs. Now, next up, reading the rights. Poor guy. Add a Fiend Ritual monster from deck to hand. Okay. Then if you added a Pendulum monster, so if you added the Miracle Raven. Alright. Special summon one Sacrificial Offering token. While you control that token, you cannot special summon from the extra deck. That... I'm not sure I want to run that. Okay, hold on. When your ritual monster inflicts battle damage to the opponent, banish this card, draw a card. That is decent. Okay. Just okay. Horatium. Fate decks in real life. Huh. And the Yummy Link monsters the claw. Right. You guys said something about how the synchro monsters are also all terrifying, right? I have to look into that more. Alright. Let's see. Next we have Dark Contract with the Zero King. He's just there in the background. Okay. This card is always treated as a DD card. Target one DD card you control, except for this. Destroy it, and if you do, special summon a DD monster from the deck. Also, you cannot special for the rest of the turn except DD monster. That's fine. Zero King and Machinex is a good combo. Alright. Alright. So, The goal would be to whatever you destroy, you're destroying it for the queen. Got it. These. Yes, I was aware. I think there's only one Machinex DD card right now. So yeah, I was aware. All right. See, each time 2 or more yummy monsters special summon to your field at the same time, you gain 500 life points and your opponent loses 500 life points. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn. So this effect will stack. So if you have 3 of these on the field, the opponent's just going to lose 1,500 life points every turn, or every summon. Ah, that's so painful. There is the Exceed Machinex. Oh, there is? Go down. Let's see. Darius, Caesar, Solomon, High Caesar, Dawn King, Kali Yuga, Dark Armageddon, Divisor, King Zeus. Ah, there he is. Machinex. Okay, you were right. 2 level 10 fiends. Or any DDD monster. Or Exceed monster. Okay. But this says it summons from the deck, not the extra deck, so the only target is the queen. Hey Toast! Glad you can make it today. We're just checking out all the new cards and how they're affected by how they're powering up old archetypes and whatnot. And the new Yummy archetype. Pay 500 life points. Oh yeah, that's going to be a high cost. Target 2 face-up monsters on the field, including Yummy Snatchy. Send both to the grave, and if you do, special summon a Yummy Synchro monster from the extra deck. Treat it as a Synchro summon. Okay. Find it funny you didn't say the name. Yeah, I try to avoid it. Getting close to finishing a new deck. Alright. What have you made this time? Oh, hold on. What does this do? Then target 2 face-up monsters on the field, including Yummy Snatchies. Send both to the grave. It doesn't say you have to send 1 monster on your field. So, send a Yummy Snatchy and 1 of the opponent's card monsters to the grave. And if you do, special summon a Yummy Synchro monster. Getting close to finishing a Synchro Runic deck. Huh. Well, curious to see how that works. Runics got nerfed into the ground. But if you can make it work, go for it. If your opponent activates a card or an effect, you can pay 100 life points. Oh, man, big spender. Immediately after this effect resolves, Link summon 1 Yummy Link monster. Right. Okay. Then we have... what is this? Sakura Vendorage. What is this? A Psychic level rank 4. Huh. I know the hits in Master Duel made me question about making it multiple times, but I'm gonna go through with it in the end because it's fun. That's a very good reason to go through and make any deck. Using King's Hell and the new level 6 fusion to stun lock my opponents so they can't synchro and exceed. Go for it. I mean, there is the obvious problem of what do you do when you run into the fusion, when you run into another fusion deck, or a ritual deck, or a link deck. But still, if you really hate Exceeds and Synchros that much, like, why not stop it? Alright, let's see what we got here. Detach one material from this. Target one level or rank 4 psychic monster in the grave. Special summon it. Okay. If a monster is special summoned while this card's in your monster zone, you can target one other face-up monster in the field. That monster's name becomes Sakura Vendorage. Or Vendorage. Until the end phase. I'm not seeing why that would be useful in any way. What are we doing with this? Right. Like the fact that Master, even Runic Slumber is semi. It's an absolute crime. But hopefully it will turn out fine once the deck is finished. Can't fuse with monsters on board. Oh. Oh. Okay. Yeah, alright, yeah. This interrupts fusion summoning. Or most fusion summonings. Alright. Then the first synchro. Cupsy Yummy Way. Okay. For this card, Synchro Summon. Treat a Link 1 monster you control as a level 1 tuner. Okay. If this card is Synchro Summon, add 2 Yummy monsters from deck to hand and discard a card. When your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you return this card to the extra deck and summon up to 2 Yummy monsters from your graveyard. Right. Oh, that's annoying. And then Cookie Yummy Way. Hold on. Hold on, everyone. Yeesh. Okay. Wait, what's going on? See, something very exciting about my Synchro Runic deck, though. It's one of the only decks I ever made that has 0 garnets. So nice not drawing into terrible cards. Huh. Oh. And Teddy just told me what this is. The Double Book of Moon. Yep. Its other effect, your opponent activates a card or effect, return this card to the extra deck. Special summon up to 2. Oh, wait. Do all the synchros do that? When your opponent activates a card or effect. Yep. Okay. And then Lalipo Yummy Way. Okay. This card is synchro summoned. Special summon 2 yummy monsters from the grave, but negate their effects. Why use them? Oh wait, no, it's because of the field spell. That's why you use this. Their effects will be negated, but it would be like an instant, like, extra 1,000 attack for everybody. Free mats. Yup. Okay. It was a dumb question. Saiba the Soldier Swordsmith. Is this also a new card? Yeah, it is. Alright. Saiba the Soldier Swordsmith. Doesn't look bad. 2,000 attack for a level 7 monster is pretty pitiful though. Let's see, target 1 level 6 or lower warrior in the grave, special summon it. Get its effects. Also, this card cannot be used as synchro material this turn. That's fine. During your opponent's main phase, you can quick effect. Immediately after this effect resolves, synchro summon 1 synchro monster using monsters you control as material, including a warrior. To what end? What do they expect people to be making into that? Whatever. And the other card that was advertised, DDD Alfred the Divine Sage King. Why does the Divine Sage have a sword and shield? And apparently the shield is heavy, so he's not even holding it. Looks, honestly, the helmet does look cool. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Any 2 DD monsters. During your main phase, you can fusion summon a DDD fusion monster from your extra deck by shuffling its materials from your hand, field, and or banishment into the extra deck. Okay. I can abuse that. If this card is banished, you can target 2 dark contracts and 10 spell traps in your grave and or banishment up to the number of DDD monsters you control. Place them face up on the field. It's good recycler. Sure is. I have no complaints about this card. And you could argue about its stats being low, but it's a level 6 monster, and there's a lot of rank 6 DD monsters to go into. So, and even if there wasn't, High King Caesar's the main one you want to go into. Where is he? Yeah, there he is. So you can just go into this. I'm sure there's other level 6 fusions. Yeah, there we go. This is just a good card. Sets them face up. And read the Eternal Darkness. I imagine that's one of the contracts. Alright, so we're going down. Let's see. Contract. Active license. No. Where's the Eternal Darkness one? Is it this one? Yep, here it is. Alright. While you have 2 DD cards in your pendulum zones, your opponent cannot target monsters on the field with spell or trap effects, tribute them for a tribute summon, nor use them as materials for a fusion, synchro, or link summon. Oh, wow. Okay. To be fair, it doesn't stop link summons, but that's like a small price to pay. That is so good. I'm abusing this. No shit, everyone should be abusing this. Good. Alright, what else we got? We got a random cyber support. We got a lad. Replicard lad. Everyone can use a lad, apparently. 2500 attack and defense. Level 7. I could use this in, like, what is it? Regenesis, oddly enough. Let's see. Banish one. You can banish one other level 7 or higher monster from your hand. Special summon this card. Okay. You can it doesn't. Alright, so yeah, it has to be a level 7 or higher monster at least. You can target one face-up monster you control. Special summon one monster from your deck with a different name that has 2 or more of the same level, attack, and or defense. But it cannot activate its effects this turn. So you could use this. Target if you target the right one. Just as one monster, you could just target itself. Okay, sure. Set the field spell. Absolutely in Regenesis. Yeah. I mean, being a Cybers monster is a little off, but like shit. This is Regenesis material right here. Next card is... Oh wait, no. Hold on, I skipped a few, didn't I? Yeah. Defense Soldier. Okay, sure. Appearance is just fine. Alright. 1800 defense, no attack. So it's a target for the Count Surveyor. Target a DD card in the Pendulum Zone. Special summon it. That's abusable. Let's see. Or banish one DD monster from the grave. If your DDD monster attacks this turn, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. Meh. You can banish this card from the grave, add a DD Pendulum monster from your face-up extra deck or graveyard to your hand. And that's also good. Sure, it's just an extender. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, being able to like cheat out one of your high-level Pendulum monsters through this effect, or through its first effect, is cute. But more than half the time, most of the Pendulum monsters don't need help like this. Because it's a Pendulum deck. It's kind of redundant. The best I can think of is like, if you draw this and then only one Pendulum monster, then you use this. Its first effect, second effect is okay. It's just it's a level of protection you normally don't need because it's only during the battle phase. And you're better off using the Dark Contract of Eternal Darkness anyway. The banish effect is fine. And there's a new Sulfur Court. What's this? Just them learning to sing? Solfegia? Solfegia? I don't know. Let's see. If you control no monsters, or all monsters are Sulfur cards, you can special summon this from the hand. That's always good. During the main phase, you can activate this effect, tribute this card, special summon a Sulfur Court monster from your hand, except for itself. Or if you tributed this card, when you activate this effect, you can special summon it from your face up from your extra deck or grave instead. Use both effects though. Right the first time. Oh. Okay. Let me see here. When your opponent's effect activated on the field resolves, if you control a Grand Sulfur Court monster, you can negate that effect, then destroy this card. Sure, just have a free monster negate. Why not? What else we got? Let's go together. Right. Okay. What does this do? If you have no Let's Go Together in your face-up field, grave, or banishment, banish 7 cards from the top of your deck face down. Make your opponent banish 7 cards from their extra deck and or top of their deck face down, and they must declare how many are banished from each beforehand. Okay. I'm not entirely sure how far this goes, but I don't know. There's probably a deck that there's plenty of decks that abuse like banishing the opponent's deck, right? So you can probably use it on those. Ashland U1000. So is this like the new Manju of 10,000 Hands? Cybers, 2 monsters with different types and attributes. The Let's Go Together is world's worst Grin Manju card, it feels like. The fact that you're only able to really use one, yeah. And the opponent gets to choose where the cards are getting banished from, so it's not exactly all that useful as a form of interruption. Yeah, I'm not seeing exactly the best way to use that. Alright, let's see. If a ritual monster this card points to is attacks the defense, do a piercing, okay. You can use each of the following effects once per turn. Reveal a ritual in hand. Add a ritual monster with a different type and a different attribute from the deck to your hand. So I couldn't use this in Voiceless Voice. Alright. If you ritual summon, you can target one face-up card your opponent controls, return it to the hand. This is meh. Like, even in an actual ritual deck, this is meh. Next, we have Dark Flare Swordsman. He looks great. Looks badass. Okay. Aesthetics wise, this is good. I don't care about much else. Alright, what do you do? Take no battle damage from cards involving this card. Perfect. Let's see. Can only use each effect. Send 1 Flame Swordsman or monster that mentions it from your extra deck to the graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand. Also, you cannot declare attacks for the rest of the turn except with warriors. Perfect. Tribute this card. Special summon 1 monster that mentions Flame Swordsman from your deck, except a level 6 monster. Again, nothing wrong with this. This is just a really good card. Instant 3 of. Great. I feel like it's a little too good because it's rated as an N rarity card, and with just how many active targets in a Flame Swordsman deck, this should be a higher rarity. 2200 attack for free body, level 6 free body. There's no restriction, and there's no restriction on attacks or anything, unless you use its effect to send a Flame Swordsman card away. Like, yeah, no, I'm using this. I already have a Flame Swordsman deck. I'm just gonna upgrade it with this. This is really good. Leo Wizard the Dark Fiend. With a title like that, it's a spellcaster. I'm pretty sure this is a revamp of an old card too. Right. For a player to normal summon a monster from their hand with more than 1350 attack or defense and a shown level of 4 or lower, they must tribute summon it by tributing one monster. Huh. Yeah, I think so as well. Okay. That alone is going to stop a lot of opponents. But it's only for normal summons, it's not tribute summons. So it's not the worst form of interruption. It only stops normal summons. At the start of the damage step, if this card battles a light monster, good luck. You can destroy that monster, sure. Ally of Justice. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, add one monster with 1350 attack from the deck to hand. I'm not sure what it wants from me. Like, what are you targeting exactly? Okay, sure. Whatever, buddy. I'll look it up later. Land Soldier, we already looked at this ahead of time. And the field spells were looked at. So, nothing there. Yummy Redemption. Okay. Monsters your opponent controls lose 200 attack for each light beast. Oh, fuck you. I'm sorry, but fuck you. I meant, isn't a tribute summon treated as a normal? So if it wasn't, you could, like, normal a guy, summon a monarch that same turn. Can't do that. Like a card to give you an extra normal. Scary. Yeah. Okay, Toast. The problem I have with that guy is it doesn't stop special summons. And for monarchs, that's not really doing anything for them. Most monarchs have cards that are level 4 and lower that just special summon themselves to be tributed off anyway. This doesn't stop monarchs. This doesn't stop mostly anybody. It stops the most vanilla players. Like, it'll stop me because I'll play cards that require being normal summoned to get started. Like the Flame Swordsman deck. I need to normal summon this. If I don't normal summon this, I'm kind of dead in the water. But even then, this guy will... I could send a monster from the extra deck to the grave to special summon it. And then I could use this to special summon a level 6. Or a non-level 6. Yeah, it just has to not be level 6. It doesn't even say it has to be level 6 or higher or lower. This guy doesn't summon stop squat. Said it as an example because I thought you said it didn't work on tributes. Maybe I misheard you. Oh, yeah, no worries. Sometimes I misspeak anyway. Alright, let's see what this does. Aside from crippling the opponent, because you can swarm the field with the yummy monsters easy. So, this is maybe 800 attack decrease on its own. And then you could run more copies of this. So you could just sit there with the opponent crippled to do barely anything attack-wise, without even having the field spell up. And let's go for the rest of this. Once per chain, if you synchro summon a light beast, you can draw a card. Then place one card from your hand to the bottom of the deck. Cycling is fine. Okay. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Then target a yummy monster you control and one monster the opponent controls. Switch control of those two monsters. Oh god, the banish effect is so evil. Them shit is like so close to being crazy. But unfortunately you can't search it with the synchro. So it's like just okay. Yeah, no, there's already there's a few of these that let you search, right? Let's see. Yeah, this lets you add a yummy card. Okay, no. No. I thought one of these did it. The marshmallow? Yeah. But if it's summoned from a synchro effect, you can just place you could place the trap face up on the field. So you don't need to worry about that. I'd say the biggest problem people might have is the fact that the switching control effect won't work unless you find a way to like dump it into the grave. I mean, yeah, but you want it for the grave effect. The field effect is like whatever. For me, the steal is the real benefit. Fair enough. It's not like there's not other yummy cards that let you just like send to the grave for other effects either. Alright, let's see. And then Dark Contract with the different dimension. This is probably a bad idea. Alright, what do we do? Once per turn during your standby phase, take 1,000 damage. Yeah, that's what they all do. Okay. You can only use each of the following effects of Dark Contract once per turn. Shuffle 2 Dark Contracts from your grave into the deck. Then target one card your opponent's field or grave and banish it. Beautiful. Not banished till end of turn. Just gone. Okay, the only problem, if I had to say, would be it has to target. Which, it sucks, but we endure. If this card is destroyed, you can gain 500 life points. Then if this card was destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you gain another 500 life points. I really don't care about life point gain. It's all for I'm more concerned with the banish effect. Because there's more than enough DD cards that just like laugh at effect damage. But, yeah, okay. Hold on, I'll be right back. While you're all waiting, I'm gonna put a replay up. So you're not entirely bored. Be right back. Alright, and I'm back from being gone for about a minute. How's the door looking? Redemption is... Enemies have no foolish type of effects. So it's like kind of hard to get the trap in the grave. Continuous trap. You search it, activate. Grave. Names on the field. Alright, I'll see if I can find a... I know there is a card that says it can send a one yummy card. Or like, target 2 cards on the field and send them to the grave. So there's gotta be something. I think it was the continuous spell card. Right, well. But, hold on, let's see here, Sky Strikers. So far I'm looking at Sky Strikers versus... What are we fighting? Oh, Psychics! Generic Psychics. Okay, no, it's not just... What is this deck? Rank 3 spam? Alright, it's over. I mean, yeah, but that's on field, at which point you're seeing 2 searches for 1 steal. Instead, you could use searches on more impactful stuff. It's more of a creature swap than a flat-out steal, but I get your point. Alright. Let's see. Let's go for the immediate. Just collect all this. It's only 80 gems. Alright, I'm still short. I'm short by 23 gems to actually get a pack. Or get 10 packs. However, I don't... like, hold on. Does this bundle give like a guaranteed UR or something? Yum. So popular. Still. The mirror match. There's mats due to the play rate. I mean, the synchros can just trigger in response and say, just kidding. Alright, I am not spending 2,400 gems on this. I do not care for the cutesy artwork and such, so none of this is going to get me to spend like over twice as much. It's not worth it. As for this, what are you trying to get me to buy here? Check out this bundle. Okay, what's in the bundle? Commemorates in a year. Details. Two plus 1 URs. A lucky card. Alternate artworks. I don't think this is worth it. Not for 3,000 freaking gems. Right. Well, I finished my Synchro Runic deck. Want a duel to help me test lines? Sure! Alright. Let's see. Give me a moment. Go into dual room. Create. I don't bother with any special settings. And for those wondering, here is the room ID. I'll type it in chat, give people a chance to show up. ID 6 3 7 0. Okay. New account, my in-game name is Bonk. To be fair, you can always change your account name, but alright. Alright, here goes. Best of luck to you. Anytime now, game. Come on. Oh, you weren't kidding when you said it's a new account. Yeah, behind me. So I can get URs faster. It's an expensive deck. True. There's a lot of decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! Where the majority of the deck, if you're trying to run at full strength, every card would be a UR. It's ridiculous. Come on. Alright. Well, you're going first. See what you got. My hand is so mid. Think I can make it work. Dude! Wait, you didn't start with Runic, so the Runic Fountain, so okay. World of Spirits. Okay. Never saw anyone using the Ancient Fairy Dragon support yet, so this is gonna be new for me. Change it to defense. Damn. Okay. Okay, and there's the field spell. Alright, here goes. Draw. Alright. See what you get. Resonator Call. Of course it is. Of course you just had it. Why wouldn't you just have it? Oh boy. Drew my one-off field spell. This didn't have a search. Super unfortunate. Alright. Well, I'm gonna do what I can. Discard. And so we wait. I'm going to grab Crimson Resonator. Here we go. Alright. And just special summon the Wandering King Whirlwind. Alright, here we go. Synchro. Into Red Rising Dragon. Wait, I thought you said you made the deck so it didn't have any garnets. So, wouldn't that mean you're considering the field spell as a garnet? If it's a card you don't want to draw into? Wasn't that the original description of the garnets? Oh, here we go. Eternal Sunshine. Got one monster that opponent controls. Effects become half. Effect negated. Okay. So this. Alrighty. Let's see here. You do. See. Yeah, this is a pretty bad spot to be in. I don't know if I draw more runic spells, had one in hand. Fair enough. Alright. Just attack into this. Aw. I thought its effect had it destroyed all defense position monsters. Oh, it has to attack a defense position monster. Yeah, okay. Misread it. Should have gone for the other one. Two runic spells, the field spell does stuff. Smile on the other engine card. Fair enough. Alright, now. Do get to do that. Bottom, draw a card. Alright, so what do you got? Ah, okay. Okay. Draw. Wonderful. Alright. What do we have in the graves? Whirlwind. That's in the grave. Add a Fiend Tuner. 1500 or less attack. Okay, yeah. Do that. We are going to grab I think this is the best choice. Vision Resonator. Could be wrong, but we'll find out. Max C. Well, I'm not taking the Maxi challenge. Yeah, I'm not taking the Maxi challenge at all. Screw that. I'm just gonna normal summon this. Battle phase. Bone Archfiend attacks. Turns to the extra deck, and then punch you in the face. Yes. Because Vision isn't just... It's like the Bellstar, it just summons preemptively. Oh. Oh, okay. I get what you mean. Alright, let's see what you top deck. Okay, 2. What's this do again? 500 defense for each fairy dragon. Okay. Draw. And I guess I'll do my best here. I'm going to special summon Resonator. I'm going to summon Soul Resonator. Its effect will activate. And I can grab anything, but I'll grab this. Crime Lotus. He special summons himself. Effect. Okay. I'm going to do a whole lot of extra stuff. Going to these two. Okay. Drew so bad for real. I can tell! When you set pass, it's obviously you drew bad. And you're running Runic, so I know you're using cards that are like one card starters and such. This is literally a case of me just getting lucky. Oh yeah, use this thing's effect. Okay. Lotus and the Red Rain away. 0 tuners in my Runic Synchro deck. God damn. How many tuners do you have? Unless you're trying to keep it secret. Like, you don't have to tell me. Alright. We are going for... Well, I could do this, but no. Oh, you know what? No. Use this and this. Some Discard Dragon Archfiend. Red Rain returns to the hand. Vision Resonator gets me something else. Nine tuners. Which could have set it low, but the fact I drew none first 3 turns is actually crazy. True. Right. We are going to... I'm going to try to end it with this. I don't know what you set, but I'm hoping it can't get through what I'm about to play. Maybe it can, maybe it can't. But I'm hoping it can't. Okay. Use this. And this. Summon the Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane. Set is a tuner on the you out at my hue truly deep. Ah. Sorry. In that case, I didn't need to do all this. Yeah, I'll just like wrap it up. Won't need to do anything more fancy. Just absolute power force here, and we're going to attack. I'm pretty sure this does piercing. Yep. Alright. Do you want me to run a different deck? There's a few options I have here. I'm guessing not. Can? Okay. Alright. Give me a moment. Change decks. See. I'm going to run the Voiceless Voice deck. Oh, sorry. Hold on. I gotta do a quick edit. Let's see. What was the edit? Oh, right! You're only allowed one of these now. That's the edit. Whoops. Okay. Take out those. Put in one of these. And... I don't know. What else? Yeah, sure. I didn't really put too much thought into what I was going to replace those with. Alright. I feel like it shouldn't be possible for me to draw worse than last time. Get to actually make at least a synchro, right? Alright. Do you want to go first or second? In case I win. Win the coin toss. That doesn't matter. Alright. Best of luck. I don't mean this in like obnoxious way. It's like we're literally, you have to draw like the right cards in a 40 card deck. I definitely have cards in here that are dead if I don't have the following support. So, you good to go? Okay, this hand stuff, I think. Alright. The Fangs. What does the Fangs do again? Can't be destroyed by card effects. If destroyed by battle, destroys the card on the field. Okay. Let's see what I can do. And there it is. First synchro. All right. Okay. Gundulyu DD deck. Still learning new combos. Alright, sounds good. This is not the best hand. So, you know. Get ready for a disappointing duel. We'll play this. Eternal Sunshine. Let's see. $500 for each dragon monster mentions it. Okay. No ways DD play under Droll as well. Good to know. I don't really run Droll and Lockbird. I have it because like it's an SR hand trap. But I've been in scenarios where I would have like nothing but Like, I've seen it like once or twice for myself. I've seen it a lot for Tormented Salad, where like you have a whole hand of nothing but hand traps and nothing to use with it. It sucks. Alright. I am not in a good spot. Draw attack position monsters on the field. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm still wait. I'm just gonna have to wait. Oh wait, who? A level 9 Runic. Let's say I remember seeing this before. Let's see, you're doing main phase or your opponent's battle phase, target Momoth. Your opponent controls. Banish that monster in this card. If a card is added from the main deck to your opponent's hand, you get a token. Okay. Yeah, nobody plays Sleipnir normally. Alright. Well, let's see if I can keep myself from getting blown up here by blowing up your field first. Damn. Dude, I drew no monsters. I need something to keep me alive. I'm running a ritual deck with nothing to tribute. The level 9. That's the reason why runic generators. Huh. It's also apparently the only extra deck runic monster that doesn't just recycle itself. Okay, I can use this. Let's see. There's special summon. Okay, here goes. Summon Diviner. Use effect. We are going to send away well, I don't actually need either of those. What I do need is to get rid of that. Decisions. Alright, fine. Get rid of that. And we're going to add... Doesn't really matter. Okay. And this is why it didn't really matter. We're going to use Prayers of the Voiceless Voice. We're actually going to summon Odd Eyes Pendulum Graph by using Skull Guardian. Huh? Doesn't matter if I summon an attack, your field spell is going to force him into defense. use this. And this. Use effect now. I'm surprised this didn't force my monster into defense yet. But either way. Then use this. And we're going to use it to get the monster back. Spell doesn't swap stuff. Have a level 7 or higher. Oh! Okay. Well, I will take that as a good thing and just keep going. Attack and attack. Faster. It's like the world's worst bog. I don't know. I think there's like a similar card, but it revolves around Time Lords, and it's worse because it needs you to have like another trap on the field first. I've run into worse, is what I'm saying. Don't get me wrong. A lot of cards that require you to have a synchro on the field aren't the best, but they're not the worst. Ending main phase. Okay. Battlefield skipped. And just end turn. Okay. I will not question a good thing. Yeah, you got me. Alright. You can say that all you want. It doesn't exactly put the winning cards in my hand. I still have to do stuff. So, I'm just letting you know. It's not that I'm trying to drag this out or anything. I just can't do the damage yet. Let's see. Shuffle, ritual. Special summon one voiceless voice monster. Okay, yeah. We're gonna shuffle. This spare ritual I just drew back into the deck, and I'm grabbing a monster. Namely, the monster. $4,800. Lethal now. Yeah, I'm working on it. Okay. Okay. Barrier gets me another card. Grabbing Saphira. And while I could do a whole bunch of fancy stuff, to be perfectly honest, I can just tribute this. And then attack for game. Yeah, no, stop. Attack 1. And attack 2. Okay. Whew. That torrential tribute saved me so fucking bad. least this dog. Fair. Nice dragon. It's less bad than last time. Yep. Oh, there he is. DDDD Enjoyer. Alright. Here goes. Alright. I will take a break after this. Get back to another and be playing another game soon. You were cooked without that torrential tribute. I know! It's gonna make Barone seeing the Sleipnir as a non-tuner. Dude. Yeah, as soon as I saw the non-tuner, as soon as I saw the tuner, I'm like, ah, crap. Alright, I don't know what happened there. Leaves the table. That was a weird little glitch. Game server error has occurred. Please check your signals device and restart the game. What the hell? Okay. Hold on. Do I have to restart the whole game, or can I just go to title screen? Back to title screen, and then try this again. Okay. So then that still as I drew bat. Unfortunate. Like, yeah, you can't hope to draw one monster out of the entire deck in your opening hand. Unless you have a lot of searchers. Alright, here's hoping that just going back to title screen was enough. Let's try this again. Alright, at least we got this far. Any second now. Versus, and 1 second. Alright. For your information, Bat is a level 3 tuner that specials from the hand if I control a field spell. Well, that's easy enough to accomplish. So what, you were going to go into a level 10 synchro? Alright, the contract with the Abyss. Small slime. For your information. Oh, wait. Nope, an ad's starting. Break. Well, so far it doesn't look like the ads are infecting anybody who's been in here so far, so we're good. lots of good 10s, Barone being one, of course. And there's also Cheng Yang, and I don't know who DI's. Oh, Dissipator, right. That Bistian monster. Just benefits from the cards being banished. Sure enough. Hey, does your deck have a way to banish monsters? Because otherwise it's like, you know, Dissipator doesn't work. This king. Oh boy. Zero to 5 scale. Okay, just for one? Divine Zero King Rage. Huh. I messed up the combo. Well, that happens. It's not the end of the world, but it sucks when it happens. Lance. Zero King Rage. Went to Clovis. Which obviously revives Lancer. Alright, so where do you go from there? Level 8 Synchro or what? Or another... Or do you go into the Link 3? Alright, there he is. Okay. King Caesar. Okay. Alrighty. How far does this go? Detach a material, get the activation, destroy a card. Combo and messed it up. You still managed to get like 2 summon negates, and if your opponent activates a monster effect in hand, yeah. So you got options. Let's see. Let's showcase exactly how well you screwed me over here. Monster effect is activated in hand, and you can stop it. Alright. Then normal summon low. use her effect. We're going to set the barrier of the voiceless voice. Use its effect. Search another card, which is met with an Ash Blossom. Okay. Alright, let's see. What can I do? Okay. Accidentally selected instead of Queen. Ah. Alright. We're going to use this thing's effect in the grave. Which is then met with negate. We'll use Blessing of the Voiceless Voice. Turn this. By the way, to answer your question from before, I can search Bat only if the Synchro 8 Ancient Fairy Dragon. At which point, it's not worth getting level 3 tuner. So majority of the time, he only provides value if you open it. Fair enough. Alright. We are going to go for yet another summon. Linkuriboh. At the very least, I won't have to worry about dying. Use this effect. For this. Attributing off this. Skull Guardian. Alright, and then we use these two effects. Good. Okay. What else can I grab? Guess I'll get you, Saravis, and then Drolan Lockbird. If I open like two different runic spells, it's worth because I can use the first, the 8, and then search Bat. Oh. Alright. Alright, let's see. Can't be destroyed by battle. Take no battle damage involving this card. I'm glad I read that first. Okay. Battle. Just punch you in the face. It's fine. Right. Right. Great. I thought barrier protected it. Oh, while you control low. God damn it. Damn. Well, this is not a good spot to be in. Just summon them in defense. Right. And away. We're just gonna bounce this away. Okay. Now, for my luck, where I only draw one runic spell, we search Eternal Sunshine. So let's have the trap on board. And now we are stuck with quite the situation. In hindsight, it was probably a bad idea for me to actually give you that. Back to the hand. I should have bounced this back. Oh well. Live and learn. Alright, we're gonna use this. Response, I'm using Blessings of the Voiceless Voice. Since you summoned it, tribute his human form. And summon the Draconic one. Response to that, Lo will summon herself. Then I'll use Lo's effect. We're back in it. Alright, we're gonna grab this. Which effect did you just use? Monster, apply one of these effects. Can attack directly. Your opponent can activate spell and traps in the spell and trap zone. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in their hand. Okay. All right. Let's see what happens. Cannot activate cards or... Okay. Let's see. Eternal Sunshine is... Trap isn't that great. It's like an imperm. Searchable, so I decide... That one. Not running it at all, though. I think it's actually a decent interruption. You did use it to stop me earlier. I don't think the defensive increase is all that important. But yeah. Fualos! The normal summon Fualos, that's how I know I'm screwed. I tribute it again. And this time for what effect? Cannot activate cards or effects in the spell and trap zone. Okay. Oh. And this one's life points are 4,000 less. Okay, well my life points are 8,000, so. Thankfully, Zero King Rage isn't doing too much because I'm not low enough health. Okay. You get an extra pendulum summon. Okay. Summon a DD monster. Well, I can't do anything because of the negate from earlier, so you have at it. Alright. Level 8. No. 10 level 10 synchro? Oh, that thankfully isn't going to go into anything. Well, I guess you could use it as a fusion material. Alright. Standing by. Nope, I'm good. Okay. Really now? Isn't that a bit much? Okay. And then it does piercing damage. Oh wow. Well, that hurt. Yeah. These are passive effects, but Blessing of the Voiceless Voice makes it so whatever I summoned can't be destroyed by battle. And Barrier makes it so you can only target the Ritual Monster. And Superstar Slayer Typhon Sky Crisis makes it so only if your monster's attack is 3,000 or more, their effects aren't being used. So, thankfully I don't have to worry about all of your cards. Just a few. Alright. Activate pre-preparation of rites. You got an Ash Blossom in hand? You got an Ash Blossom in hand. Yup. Because why would you not have Ash Blossom in hand? It's the perfect card to just give me the middle finger for trying. Got it. Alright. Moving on. Alright. Send this to the grave. We add designated card. I'll just add this back. Use Barrier of the Voiceless Voice effect. We are using it to grab this. Timer. Okay. Activate. We are grabbing the Guardian Voiceless Voice. Then using the effect, the grave effect of Saphira. Getting rid of this one. I don't know why you left a 400 attack monster on the field, but I am going to try to use it to win this turn. Okay. Activate the effect of Guardian of the Voiceless Voice. Target this ritual monster. Gains attack equal to every monster on the field. And then I use it to attack. I could have attacked something else, but yeah. 17,100 points of damage. GG. That was something. If it wasn't for like every single card I played needed to be played in order to win that duel. Good games. Alright, but like I said, I am going to be taking a break. Thank you and I'm going to be switching up games soon. Thank you to everyone who joined me on this run of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Oh. I'll see you all later. I'm going to just collect that last 5 gems. I actually had higher with my branded Predaplan stack. It's played hard too. That's true. Like, there's no way it's not a misplay when you end your turn with a 400 attack tuner on the field. I am very much aware that misplays were made. So I got lucky. Alright. Alright everyone, I'll see you. Switching up games. Hope to see you all then. Until then, please take care. How many dailies do I have? Should probably do these later. Alright.